about 5 months ago, I got turned on to the idea of online instant bookings. And for a long time, I was like very much against having anybody go to a website and just like click and book and have prices without having to talk to a person, because obviously you need to understand the goals of the client. You need to understand the pain points, all these things that I've been taught when it comes to sales in over the last decade of me being in business. And so the idea of somebody just going on my website and filling out a form, telling them the price, and then booking online was just like, I didn't think it was real, right? And so it took me a really long time to get over that. And as I started seeing other successful cleaning businesses doing it, and I was like, they gotta know something I don't know. Like that's the only thing I could figure is they gotta know something that I don't know. And so I said, you know what? Like, what is the risk for me to actually try this? Like, I already have all the softwares, I have all the systems. Outside of telling my team and getting them on board with it, like there's not a ton of risk. So I decided to try it. And I decided to try it. I put it together in January this year. I think we actually went live in February this year. And I'll be honest with you, I was just like one ego decision away from not doing this thing. And I'm so glad that I did not, because it has been an additional source that has continued to grow every single month. And every single month we get more and more instant bookings and our sales process becomes simpler. And the reason why it is because like the service that we're providing is actually so valuable that people will literally go online and book regardless of the cost. And to me, it just proves to the point that we need to charge more when we actually have people on the phone. Like that's all proved to me, is that our service is so valuable that we've been undercharging for it. And so with that being said, like that's the whole point of this, is for you guys to add an additional funnel to your business. So the people who are the instant buyers, they want that hit of dopamine. They want to say, okay, I'm done. I want to solve this problem. Like they will go on your website and they will buy a cleaning online. And you won't have to get on a phone call to sell them, outside of just like getting on a phone call with them to confirm their information, which we'll talk about here. Again, all the logistics as we get through this whole process. But like, how many of you guys would want to wake up to bookings that came in? They already have their time that they picked. They already know what the price is, and all you have to do is get on the phone call to confirm like how to get into the house, and and that time works, and that the service that they want, that you guys should perform it. Like, if you guys want that, like, let me know in the chat. Like, does that sound like fun? Does that sound like a sales process that you could scale? Does that sound like a sales process that you could have anybody do? Right? So that's the value of this, right? That's the value of this. And again, is it going to be how you get 100% of your leads? Answer that question. Is this how you're going to, like, you're going to shut off all your Facebook marketing, shut off all your Google ads? You're never going to get on a phone call with anybody ever again. You're going to always push them to your online booking. Is that going to happen? Yeah, look at Sarah and Steven. Say no. Say no. Okay. No. That's a myth. Okay. Like, a percentage of people will do that. There is a percentage of people. Like, that's why we do this, because there's a percentage of people who want that. You're going to give it to them. I'm going to show you how it's going to make sense. But outside of that, like, you're going to keep everything else on. Okay. You're still going to have a salesperson. You're still going to have a sales process. You're still going to have a script. Okay. But this is in addition. Cool. Everybody on the same page? Amazing. Okay. So we're going to get rock and rolling. Steve and Sarah are we're actually going to share you guys' screen. We're going to get rock and roll here. But before we do, I know a lot of you guys are here in the masterclass. Some of you guys are not in the masterclass. Some of you guys may came over from a different group. Maybe some of you guys were referred into here. But if you guys are not part of the free masterclass, like, a lot of you guys have started your businesses because of the masterclass. And it's absolutely free. Like, there's like literally zero cost, right? And so if you're not part of the masterclass, can someone find the link to the masterclass and throw it in there? Can someone help me out? I don't have any of my assistants on here today. So if anyone can put the masterclass on here, like, that thing is literally, it's the blueprint of growing and building a $1 million cleaning business. So again, if you're not part of that, like, I don't know it's probably because you just don't know about it. That's the one thing that I could think of. So you'll get part of that. It's really cool. There's lots of cool resources in here. There's bonus trainings. This training will be in there as well. That's why I'm also telling you to get in there, because if you want access to this training, at the end of this, you want the recording, like, this training will be in there. So make sure you do get in there as well. Okay. Other than that, let's go get rock and rolling again. Just to reiterate, from people who were not here earlier, this is super choreographed. Me and Sarah and Steven, we've been planning this for years, and this is our breakout moment. And so be ready to rock and roll. this is going to look really good. Okay. All right. So first thing we're going to do. So there's actually 3 steps to this whole journey. And so, Sarah, will you actually share your screen and then pull up that Google Doc that I sent you? So we're actually going to walk through this. You guys, again, will also get access to this Google Doc as well. And there's going to be 3 pieces to what we're going to do today. Okay. So the first step is you guys, these are all the software tools we're going to use. So again, if you guys have these, it's really easy. I'm going to show you how you're going to push a button and all this stuff will pop into your account. If not, then you're going to have to model what we're doing here with the systems that you have. Okay. So the first step is actually we're going to go to ZenMaid and we're actually going to build our instant booking submission form. Okay, it's just the first step we're going to do. So if you want to go into ZenMaid. Okay. And so actually there's actually one step before this. Sorry, I lied. See, very choreographed. Actually, but it's in ZenMaid. So if you go into ZenMaid, you're going to go down to settings, very bottom. And then we're going to, if you look over to client billing, we're going to discount codes. We're actually going to create a code first. That way, when we get ready to build our form, go ahead and create a coupon. This is already in there. So we're going to put in $50 voucher. So again, for all of you guys who are following at home, like I recommend don't following at home right now. Like just like understand what's going on, and then you like actually accordingly actually can go and you can pause and you can play and you actually can do this later on. The discount's going to be $50. Yeah. Minimum ad spend doesn't matter, and then discount type. So click on that. Coupon settings. And then my customers will deem it when they book with us, only one code, multiple codes. Each code can be, sorry, up the middle one. Yep. Okay. And then the coupon code is just gonna be 50. Great coupon. Okay, cool. Now go ahead and go back to, okay, your ZenMaid, go to all booking forms or all booking forms. Get started, or excuse me. Yep. Okay, cool. So this is what ZenMaid has for you guys to start with. And so it's actually a really good form to start with. And so at the very, very top, go ahead and click the edit button. And we're going to change the title of this. Sorry, I'm actually going to go look at mine real quick because I don't remember what I put in here. Okay, so the title link is going to be complete your booking. And then right below that, that can stay. Book it clean for your home in less than 60 seconds. Again, like that's an offer. Like this is part of the offer. Like great, it's a great offer. Right below that, I actually don't have anything. Again, like I'm just giving you guys a template. You guys can definitely adjust this. I'm giving you guys a first draft. You guys can make it your second draft. Okay. So next we're going to add in there is if you go to the sidebar, you can ask, there should be a way to ask question, custom question. Yep, go ahead and put that right below, yeah, right there. Yep. Go ahead and click edit. And what we're going to put in there is what kind of clean are you looking for? Okay. Yep. Exactly. See, Sarah knows what's going on here. So again, that's the question I asked. Again, you guys can edit that if you guys want to. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to move this around a little bit. So what I like to put in there is I like to get them started. Instead of giving them information right away, I want them to commit to giving me more what I call free information. So the things that they feel that are less invasive. So the thing I want you to pull up is you actually go to the bottom of your form and there should be a bedroom and bathroom count. Go ahead and pull those up. Yep, put them right underneath that. Square footage. Okay, so we have bedroom, bathroom, and then we have square footage. Those are going to be our next thing. So if you actually go on to the pricing, you click on pricing under bedrooms, you actually can, if you want to estimate based on bedrooms, you can put a money. We're actually not going to put anything in there, but you can do that. I'll just show you how we do it. I just want to show you how this form actually works. Bedrooms, you can do the same thing. If you scroll down to bathrooms, you can even put pricing in there. But what I found to be the simplest thing is if you just go into pricing on here, is what we found is that if you just we estimate our highest price. Again, like my goal is to give them the highest price. If they're sticker shock, that they're like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, and they still say yes to it. Okay, and it's going to be $35 for 100 square feet. It's going to be $35, which is 35 cents a square foot. So that's what this math says. If you guys do 25 cents a square foot, there's 25 to 45. Like it's going to be $35 per 100 square feet. So go ahead and you go ahead and click off that. Should save. Oops. Okay, cool. Okay, so then after that, we're going to the full name, email, phone number. That is all good to go. Service address, they can put all that stuff in there. We need all that. Okay, the next thing we're going to put in there is there should be a date. Appointment. Yep. Yeah, I think so. Perfect. Okay. So now we have a date they can actually pick in there. So put that below the service address. Yep, you're good. And then, okay, so now they're going to go ahead and click add option. So now this gives them an option to actually, so first available. Yep. And then we're going to add one more option, and it's going to be, there you go. So I know what's going on. Amazing. And then we'll leave schedule that, we'll leave all that blank. Okay, it's all it'll stay blank. And then at the very end, we're going to put our discount code. So if you go over to coupon redemption, over on the right. Yep. And there it is, right there. And then I think you click on that. Yep, click on your little pencil. And what we're going to put in there, I say use code 50 to get $50 off your first claim. And then the book now button, that's perfect. Okay. And so this is how we build our booking form. Okay, so this is the first step. So again, like the reason why we do this is how I have this set up is I want them to give me as much information before they give me their contact information, right? And then once they actually have given their contact information, then the last step is actually to give them to me, this biggest commitment is like them actually picking a time in a day. So they actually will go down there and they'll pick a date and they'll say first available, or they'll pick any, right? So this is getting more commitment from them. What you'll notice, here's what I want you to notice, is that if you actually do any modeling of other people who do online bookings, this is where this funnel is 100% different than I've seen anyone else do. Is most people will make you put a credit card in right here. Okay. The reason why I believe that's a mistake is that you create resistance on something that needs no resistance, because ultimately, like, can you actually do a booking where you don't talk to the person? Like, can you actually do that? Like, think about your guys' thing business. Like, those of you have had clients for a day, a month, or years. Like, can you actually do a cleaning without talking to this person? Absolutely not. Like, you have to talk to them. You have to be able to get into their home. You must actually know what they want, right? So why I think this funnel works so well is that it psychologically gets them to commit that they booked online. They know the price and everything. They're committed, but you don't make them put a credit card in, right? And so then after they book, I'll show you all the cool stuff. So this is where the cool part comes, right? So this part is like, it's cool, but the coolest part is all the automations behind it that allow us to actually get them on a phone call and actually confirm everything they put in and turn them into a client. Okay, but the pricing, the payment thing, I think is big. That if you actually see anybody else who does online bookings, they require people to put their credit card in. And again, think about yourself as a consumer. If you had to prefer as a consumer to not put your credit card in or put your credit card in, what would you do? Put in the chat. I'm serious. Like, what would you prefer to do as a consumer? Would you prefer to put your credit card in to a stranger you never met, they never cleaned your house? You know who's like, you don't know anything about them, or would you prefer not to? And just believe that in yourself that after they did the cleaning, you would actually pay them. Like, are you a good person? Are you the type of person who, like, when someone performs who performs a service, you actually pay for the service? Are you guys the type of person? Okay, then believe your customers that way as well. Okay, your customers are not bad guys; they're good guys. They're actually like they're the good guys who are going to help you grow your business. Okay, so stop treating them like they're criminals and that they're people who don't pay and they're the worst people on the planet. Like, quit being defensive. Quit seeing all the negatives in them and see the greatness in them. Okay, this is a piece of the equation. Okay. So this is now we created the form. Let's actually go back to the top of this. Let's actually make this look a little bit prettier. Okay, so for everyone who wants to make this look pretty, I'll show you how to make it pretty. Okay, you can customize all that cool stuff. So you go to sidebar. Yep, you go to add sidebar elements. Okay, and then you can put in there. You put in your cleaning company name. So click on the pencil, put in your cleaning company name. Yep, there you go. Amazing. And then down here, what do I put on here? Dun, dun, dun. Come home to a sparkling clean home without having to lift a finger. So again, it's another selling proposition of like, here's the benefit that you get from using our cleaning service. Okay. Amazing. Okay, go ahead and go over to pricing. So on this one, we actually don't use a form-based price. Again, I found that we experimented this a bunch of ways. I found that just using the square footage is like by far the simplest way. But we do have a minimum booking price on here, so we do have a $200 minimum. Cool. So again, we're not gonna have somebody come. We're not gonna have somebody come in here and they're gonna book $50 clean and get $50 off, right? Like this is kind of what we're all thinking, right? So have a minimum clean. Ours $200. You guys can make yours, whatever. We can make it higher. Don't make it lower. Okay. Go ahead and go to appearance. Now, if you guys want to make it all pretty and fancy and colorful, you literally just click on on forms, and you can change your colors. You can put your logo up there. So if you click on the show my logo on the form, I believe it's whatever logo you have inside your ZenMaids. It should just pop it up in there, I believe. Not quite sure. Oh yeah, so it's change logo and settings. So just click on that. There you go. So love it. You guys are so organized. This is actually why I chose you guys, because I've worked with you guys. I know how organized you guys are. So I knew this was going to be a little bit more seamless than it would be with because it's our first time, right? Okay. Back to the booking form. Cool. Oh, I think maybe you just gotta hit save booking form. Maybe that's okay. And then settings. Okay, so you can change your custom URL if you want this. Again, I think it's just fine for right now. Now, appointment creation. This is, again, these are the important pieces now. That right there, leave it there, don't touch it. I want to manually confirm our appointment before they place on the calendar. Yes. Status for new appointments. I just put it under there as active. And then the last one, notify office managers of new bookings via email, SMS. Yep. And then you hit save new booking form. Okay. So now if we go over to, oh yeah, so yeah. Make sure that when you guys do that, you guys do go on each thing, each tab and save, right? So none of that stuff that we did save. So it's gonna go back in. Update it real quick. We actually choreograph that. We'll make the mistakes so you guys don't have to. Okay, so if you guys use ZenMaid, this is gonna be really easy. You really just like all this. If you use a different software, use a different platform, again, you'll have to model this. I recommend using Zenmate because Zenmate is freaking amazing. It's so simple, so easy to use. But if you don't use Zenmate, then again, you just have to model this concept. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Go to confirmation. So that looks great. So go ahead and click on send a booking confirmation email to customers. We're not going to send a text, and I'll explain why. Right. So on the booking request. So booking request successfully sent. At the very so next to that, type in look for a text from us. Okay. Something along those lines. I don't know exactly what mine says. I think actually I can probably go look at it. But something along the lines of look for a text, right? Okay. And then redirect customers to a URL after completing the form. So this is where you'll direct them to your thank you page. So if you guys go into your ClickFunnels account.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna unshare and log in.
So while they're doing that, see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, everyone is agreeing on not putting their credit card in. And I think that is like one of the biggest things I've noticed, that a lot of the clean companies who use online booking forms, that they definitely require people to put a credit card profile. And again, one small thing that can separate you from everybody else. All right, so while these guys are getting logged into ClickFunnels, is everybody getting value from this so far? You guys are seeing the first step of this is actually building the online booking form. And then as they do this, as we build the form, then actually I'm going to show you all the automations behind it that make this thing like tick without it taking, like you don't need to hire an additional person to do this. It doesn't cost you any more money because you're already using the softwares. And I'll show you how it logistically can be seamless into your business rather than it causing more chaos and becoming a distraction to your primary source of getting leads. Again, primary being key of using Facebook, using Google. Those are your primary sources. This is an ancillary. This is an additional source, but it's not going to be something that you put any time and focus on to. Okay. All righty. Okay, so now we're in ClickFunnels. You're going to go to your funnel.
Sorry, it had to send me a magic link. It wouldn't let me just log.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, and I'm sure you guys are gonna have questions along the way. Like, go ahead and drop your questions in the chat. Again, we're not going to answer right now because we're trying to get to this training. But at the end, we'll get to as many questions as possibly can. So grab that. We can put that as your redirect. So that way, when somebody finishes the booking form, they actually will go to your thank you page, right? Okay. Amazing. Okay, so now we have the booking form done. So this is the easy part, guys. I don't know if what expectation was, but this is the easy part. Now the fun stuff, the harder part now is all the automations. So if you go back to your Google Doc, okay, so the next step is actually going to build all the automations behind this. So the things you're going to need, okay, you definitely need Zapier, however you want to pronounce it. You need that. You need a text CRM, you need a landing page CRM, and then you need email parser. Okay. So, and if you have all these things, you literally have all these softwares, then all you got to do is, click that instant booking submissions. You can click this link, and this automation funnel will just pop into your Zapier account. Like, that's how easy this can be. Okay. Now, if you don't have these softwares, you can still click the button. You're just gonna have to change out, like if you don't use Just Call, for example, you can put your phone CRM in there. If you don't use Constant Contact, then you can put your phone, so you can put your email CRM in there. Outside of that, like you literally can just pop this in. Okay. So yeah, if you want to, the first step in this whole equation is we're going to get logged into parser. So go ahead and click sign in. So as they're getting, are you guys logged in plus? You guys have an account in parser? Okay, cool. Yes, there's recording for this, 100%. Okay, go ahead and click continue. Okay. Yep. So we're actually they're gonna click on more. So down at the bottom right of your under mailbox. So if you click off that, sorry. See yep, click more. Click on that link right there. So this is gonna actually take us to parser. And we're gonna go ahead and log in. Fuel. Oh yeah. If you actually click at, so if you look at the email by parser, so go direct to login again. Okay, go to mailboxes. So you already logged in. So at the top. So go to mailboxes. Okay, cool. Go ahead and click mailbox. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to go ahead and grab where it says send an email to whatever that weird thing is. You're gonna go ahead and grab that. Yep. Copy. Or actually you're gonna hit create mailbox. Sorry. We're gonna go back to mailboxes. Okay, shoot. Sorry, that's my bad. Okay. So go back to mailboxes for a second. Or actually, no, you're good. Grab one of those. Okay. Go over to the settings. Okay. And then right up there, you're going to type in instant online booking or whatever. I don't think so much put in that much, maybe. Yeah, there you go. And then go ahead and scroll down and save address. Okay. Amazing. So yep, go ahead and go back there. Go ahead and refresh the whole web page. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we're in the money here. Okay, it's not going to have anything in there because we haven't actually ran through we haven't given it anything to pull from yet. So, but we got that piece done. So go ahead and scroll down for a second. Let's log into our remaining accounts, and then we'll actually go back on parser. So the first step actually this is just to log into all these accounts. So go ahead and log into or get your accounts connected. Should be easy. Okay, so you're good. Go ahead and scroll down to the next one. Yep. So leave this blank because we don't have any information here to put any data in here. So we're just logging into our accounts. That's the first thing we need to do. Make sure that we have accounts when we're getting logged in. Go ahead and log into your just call. Okay. Amazing. Okay, so now we actually have all of our accounts connected. Now let's actually go back up to the top here. Now we're going back into parser. Okay, so now we have to actually have to do a test here. So how we do this is you're going to grab that, go back into parser your mailboxes. Yeah, so go ahead and copy that. And then you're going to go back into ZenMaid. Yeah. And so you're going to go to, you're going to add a new staff member. So this is how we make this all happen. So this is really important. So if you guys are watching this, you're not watching this, wake up. We're still here. Add a new staff member. All cleaners, yep, add cleaner. First name, you're going to type in online or instant bookings app, whatever it is. Pick one. Yep. And then email, that email, you're gonna paste that in there. Amazing. Go ahead and allow this cleaner to sign in using their email and view their schedule. And then this person, you leave that alone, I believe. Maybe, I think, leave it alone. Business cleaner and office manager. Yes, this is the keys. You want them to be an office manager. You want them to get this automated text. Okay, is this cleaner a contractor? Nope. Okay, and then go ahead and just save, I believe. Save this person. Okay, so you got to create a password. Cool. Click save. I'll notify them myself. Okay. So now what we're going to do is you're actually going to go to your instant booking form. So now in order for us to again collect this data, we actually need to go do a instant booking test here. All booking forms. Okay, so go quick preview. Cool. So go ahead and just fill in. Go ahead and fill it in. And one thing I realized that it should show a price. So shouldn't it's not showing a price. I should go back to your booking forms for a second. So go ahead and edit. And maybe go to settings. We're seeing this somewhere. Pricing, maybe. That's some pricing. Display price list. Okay, so we didn't click that button. So hit save booking form. Okay, go back. Yep. So there you go. So now there it is. Yep. So go ahead and finish this one out. So if you guys change bedroom, bathrooms, nothing will happen. So Sarah, you do that. Yep. So if you change the square footage, it'll change. Or if you change bedroom, bathroom, nothing's going to happen. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Just for them to for you to get the information. And what you'll notice on this is that if you guys see my lead nurture script, this models it. It's like, okay, so you get them to opt in, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, which square footage, right? Like it models the lead nurture script. And then what's your timeline? Haven't put the date in here. So again, you click on something, first available. Boom, hit 50, put in 50 in there. This to me, I think is just something that I found that like people love discounts. They be just like, I don't know, it's cool, right? So now they feel like they're getting a discount. So again, adjust it into your price accordingly. Click book now. Then Nashville, Tennessee. Another cool thing that Sarah and Stephen are doing too is that they are based in Nashville, but their cleaning company is in Birmingham, Alabama. So they're doing this fully remote, which is again pretty cool. And it just shows that number one, like that this business model, it is designed for you to be able to do it geographically from anywhere. Obviously, the reason why they chose it is because they already have the short-term rentals and stuff in Alabama. But like we have our cleaning business in Montana, but I'm in Mesa, Arizona, and I have been since December. So again, like the benefit of this model that we're showing you guys is that it's meant to give you not only financial freedom, not only time freedom, but also geographical freedom as well. Not saying you have to do that, but it's just an option. Whether you want to go travel somewhere, whether you want to move, like you can continue to run your business from wherever you are. Okay, so now we went to the thank you page. So actually, I'll show you how to adjust this because this doesn't make a ton of sense for a online booking. But I wanted to set a template of we want them to redirect off there to go somewhere. But I actually will share with you a different funnel of or a different thank you page of where someone lands. Okay, because it's a little bit different than when somebody's just giving you their contact information because they basically have already committed to a clean. Okay. Okay, so now go ahead and go back into Zapier. And go back into mailboxes. Okay. Go ahead and click view emails. Next to your online instant booking form. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and it is there. So now you're going to go to template. So click on those little bottom things that says template. There you go. Yep. Go ahead and click here. Okay. So this is, so you guys are probably wondering why we're doing this whole step. The reason we did this is because ZenMaid doesn't actually have a online booking form that we can zap, and then we can take that information and push it into our Google Lead Sheet. We can't push it into JustGo. We can't push it across contact. And so what we're doing is we're basically making our own Zap is what we're doing here, right? We're making our own little automation. And so basically taking all the information that ZenMaid gives us in an automated email that they're sending to our office managers, we're going to take that and we're going to create our own way to grab this contact information to automate all this, like this whole process. So you're going to scroll down to where you see your name right there, Sarah. So you're going to click on that. You're going to double click it, I believe. Like highlight it. Yep. And you're going to type in name. And this actually should say first name. So it should have on the form, I believe it should allow you to go first and last name, but it's okay. So type in first name. Yep. Save. And then highlight your email. Yeah, just the email, because again, like this is actually the information that was going to push into all the places. And then did you not put a phone number in there? Must not have. So go ahead and just type your phone number in here. Again, like for right now, just type your phone number in here, or a phone number. You're gonna type yours in there specifically. Then you're gonna grab this and type in phone. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So go ahead and scroll down. You should be able to save, I believe, save address and template. Amazing. Okay. So now, go ahead and go back into your Zapier. Go ahead and test trigger. Go ahead and test it again. You just hit the button until it works. That's what I do. Just test, and it finally just works. Okay, so now you can see like this is all the information that ZenMaid that it's sent. We grabbed all that information. Okay, and now we're able to take a piece of that information. We're able to push it down to the rest of our automation funnel. So go ahead and scroll down. So now we're going to go into our lead sheet. Okay. So again, if you guys are like, what's a lead sheet? Go into the masterclass and you go under marketing. And again, I walked through how to create an automated marketing funnel. This is a piece of it. It's like having a Google CRM lead sheet. So okay, go back up to your spreadsheet. Okay. Worksheet. Yeah, that looks good. What are your columns? Your name. This is good. So go into your free cleaning leads 3.0 worksheet real quick. I think that you must just have this at the top. What's going on here? It's very interesting. Yeah, so get rid of that first row. This is like when we built your funnel, this is how it started, right? So actually just get rid of the first row. Like I delete that first row.
The name, like this one.
So one. So click on row one and just click right click and then delete row.
Okay. Yeah, this was what was happening when we set this up. It was being fun.
Yeah. Okay. Now go back into Zapier because all Zapier does is read in the very top. And so
Okay.
go ahead and hit refresh. You might just have to refresh the whole page. Go ahead and hit. Go ahead spreadsheet. Go and click on a different spreadsheet for a second. See if it. Go and click on Steven's third deck in a day for a second. Just see if it removes everything down below. Okay. Cool. Now go back to your lead sheet. Go back to your lead sheet for a second. Go ahead and hit refresh on it for a second. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Okay. So let's do this. Go back to your lead sheet. Okay, go ahead and make a copy of this. Yep, copy of. Okay, now go back into Zapier. Worksheet. Okay, so this is what it should look like. So we'll have to go back and adjust. If you want to use this as your funnel, then you just have to change your Facebook funnel to this lead sheet as well. Does that make sense? So that is something that we can do, but for right now, let's go ahead and just the now we can actually see where it's supposed to go. So now above first name, right? The first one, this is going to be like when it inputs. So if you go to scroll down here, there should be a date right there. Just click on date. Pretty cool. First name. Yeah. So input first name right there, very top. Last name, again, you didn't have a last name in there. So, but there would be a last name thing that you put in there. Go ahead and put email in there. Phone number. Oh, I bet it didn't work because it actually didn't come through the right way. Okay, this is cool. So let's do this. Let's actually go back to our booking form. This is how we planned it. Again, like we're gonna make all the mistakes. Go ahead and put a phone number in there and actually put your name. Yep, test. So that should be good. Phone number, go and put a phone number in there. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and hit book now. Okay, cool. Now go ahead and go back into parser. Go back to view emails. Okay. Yep, go ahead and scroll down. We're going to go to templates. Or we're going to edit extra template. That's actually what we're going to do. Edit extra template. Cool. Okay. So, yep. Nope. So change that in so it's to first name. There we go. Last name. Yes, it's awesome. Okay, so I'm glad we're doing this because you guys are probably gonna make some like you guys do this, like you guys break it. This is how you fix it. Okay. Cool. Save extra template. Scroll down. Yeah, I believe it's saved. Save extra template again just to confirm. Okay. Yep. So now I believe we have to go back up to the very top, Sarah, go back up to departure. Yeah, and go ahead and go down to test. We got to pull this in here. And scroll down. Does it allow us, so go to search. Or click on, excuse me, click on email A, click on that and see if it load more. I think we can pull another one in here. Yeah, pull that one in here. Cool, go ahead and click continue. Okay, yeah, now let's see if we can grab. Scroll back up for a second. So we need to grab it. So see, it's testing the older one. So we'll search item data maybe. Scroll back up. Action. Go ahead and click on first name again, see if it pops up. Scroll down. Okay. Scroll down. Email is right. Go and click on phone number. Phone number. There it is. Okay, cool. And then lead source, change lead source to instant online booking. So that one you won't find, you actually will name it that. So this is for you on your lead sheet that you know that where this lead came from. So instant online booking. Cool. Continue.
Logan, is this gonna be an issue? 'Cause it looks like it highlighted more.
Yeah. So ideally, it puts the right stuff in there. So again, keep in mind, like this is a makeshift. This is. Let me just be really transparent. I made this up. I was like, how do I get this so it zaps all the stuff in? So this is my workaround to do this. But ultimately, all you really need is you need it to have their first name. You need their email and phone number. You need to go to your lead sheet. You need to go in all these places. So is it perfect? Again, like back to the very beginning, like this is not perfect. This is literally something that I made up just as a way to push all this stuff through. And so does it always grab the 100% right information? No, but at least that you'll get something that pop up on your lead sheet that'll say, hey, we have somebody who's interested in online booking form, and they get an automated text, right? So is it perfect? No. But is it better than nothing? Yes. So if you guys, again, my goal is actually to share this with you. Another goal of mine is to share with you guys, so you guys can actually improve this, and so we can all like have a better version of this. Once one of you guys who are watching this is like, hey, I can fix this, I can make this better. Like that's my goal as well. Okay. But up until then, this is the best we have. So go ahead and click continue. Go ahead and choose delay in Zapier. We're going to change this to 5 and minutes. If you guys know what the deal is from here. So you guys have seen the automated marketing funnel inside the masterclass, like this, the rest of this models it to a T, right? Except for the message that we're going to send is a little bit different. Yeah. Go ahead and scroll down. Send a text in just call. So now we're going to send an automated text message to number. So again, we're going to go over here, click on the new email. So this is how we're able to actually get the contact information and find that phone number. There it is. Okay. And then you're going to grab your phone number, whichever one it is you send to customers. And then if you go back into your Google Doc, there's, yeah, right there. Go ahead and grab that. Yeah, channel it out. Oh. Crazy. Cool. Continue. Yep, test. Okay, go ahead and scroll down. Go ahead and do the same thing with constant contact. So now we're plugging in our email. Yep, and go ahead and click all. Oh, actually, this goes to all. Yep, that's perfect. All. And then create source is going to be contact. And then list cleaning prospects. And then, yep, the first name, so you leave that one. That's just the second one. Yep, and then you have to plug in all the information again here. So it just puts them into your email CRM. Have you guys ever seen a contact form that asks me for the middle name? I think we should do that just as a test to see people like, interesting, right? It's like I never asked them for a middle name before.
I just had to fill that out today, actually.
Oh,
to
that's
the
actually fun.
room. I was like, why do they need my middle name?
Yep, and then phone number. Cool. Okay, go ahead and scroll way down, I believe.
Does it matter if I put it in home versus, okay.
Okay, I think you're all the way down. I think you can go ahead and click continue. And then you can test. Cool. And then go back up. There's two things that it's saying that we can't, for some reason we can't publish this Zap. So go delay. No, go ahead and go down, skip test. We can't really practice at a 5-minute delay. Okay, and then go to this, say this is saying. Oh yeah, you can skip test on this as well. And now we should be able to click publish. You guys ready for this? You hit publish and then it gets real. Boom. That's it. Look at that. Now, can people actually book online? Not quite. There's still one more step we got to do. Okay, there's still one more step. So, but I want to show you guys this before we talk about what the last step is like, now, when somebody goes through the online booking form, it takes the information, it puts it onto your lead sheet. So number one, they show up, then it puts them into your text CRM, and it sends them automated text, right? The reason why you saw on ZenMaid that we took off the automated reminder that ZenMaid sends them is because that doesn't come from a real phone number. It's one of those, 099922 that everyone knows is automated, right? Like everyone knows the number's automated, and it's totally fine. Like if you play it that way, then it's cool. Like don't pretend that it's not. This one is nice because it's an automated. Now we're actually going to send that message that you guys saw there. It's in delay up to 5 minutes, and all those automated message, it appears to be a real message coming from Stephen, right? And the reason why that's really important is because once they respond to that message, then it actually is Stephen behind there, or it's someone on Stephen's team. Okay, so it is actually a real message. That's the cool part. And you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to it just that is the key, is the speed. Speed is so important. The same person who books online because they value speed, when they receive a text 5 minutes afterwards, they value that. It's like, oh my gosh, these guys are for real, right? And then guess what happens? They respond to the message, and then you're able to get them on the phone to actually confirm what they want, confirm how to get in their home, and everything they put inside their booking form. How cool is that, right? And so now if you guys go into ZenMaid, so back into ZenMaid, so this is what it looks like inside ZenMaid once somebody actually books. So you actually can see the information. So go to all bookings. So go down all bookings. So this is what it looks like. Okay. So you can see the information. You can see what they put in, all that stuff, right? Which is pretty cool. And then eventually you can convert them into a lead, or you can archive that, right? It's really, really simple. A lot of this, the way that ZenMaid is set right now, like all this has to be done by hand. And so we try to automate as much as we possibly can of this process. Okay. Now there's still one more step. So what we need to do is we don't want to use our Facebook funnel for this online booking form. We want to have two separate funnels. Okay. The reason being is because when we're doing a promotion, we want to use the free cleaning voucher. The reason why is because it gives us the best lead cost. It's going to give us the most leads. It's going to cast the biggest net to bring people into our funnel. Okay. And we're putting money behind that. We want to make sure that we maximize that. This funnel that we're talking about right now, we're not going to put any Facebook traffic towards it. We're going to put, I guess, technically we're going to put money towards it, towards Google traffic. But we need to have a separate funnel. Okay. Because we're going to have a separate offer. And so we're going to go back to your Google Doc, Sarah. And see that ClickFunnels homepage. So you're going to click on this. So this is a share funnel. I'm already a ClickFunnels user. So just scroll down to the bottom right. Let's just say, oh, scroll up a little bit. I'm already a ClickFunnels user. Yep. You can unzoom if you want. Okay, so why should you get logged in there? Are you guys seeing how this works? Are you guys liking this? Yeah. Awesome. I know this is very tactical. Again, there's some of you guys are here. You guys are just here for me to tell stories. I can't tell stories all the time. Sometimes we need to actually get down to business. But hopefully you guys are getting back from this. Again, like this, the whole point of this is that you guys can see it, and then you guys have access to, you guys actually can implement this. Like my goal is for you guys to implement this, and for you guys to test it, put it in your markets, and make it better, and bring it back to the group and say, hey guys, I improved on this. Just like Michael, I don't know if I got Michael. His name on here is Michael Hall, but Mike, he made a video in the Facebook group the other day about the cleaning submissions Zap. Like he went and made it better, right? And he shared it with the group. To me, that is what this whole thing is about. Like this is not just about me trying to help you guys, and you guys need to also step up and help the group out. Okay, like we need to grow this. Like we grow together. It's not about one person. Like I'm the one who's leading this charge. I'm out front right now. I'm leading the class, but the goal is for you guys to come up here. You guys start being presenters. Because here's the truth, like the better I am, the better you guys are. The better you guys are, the better I am. Like we grow, like there is no competition between us. Zero. Like this is actually the value I learned playing in the real estate game over the last 4 years, is that there's literally no competition. Like how my business does zero impact on how your business does from a standpoint of like, when I get a customer, it doesn't mean that there's one less customer for you to get. And especially because we're not even in the same market. And even in the same market, it doesn't matter. Like there's more than enough customers to handle 20 of your same businesses in your same market. Okay. So if we eliminate this idea that we need to compete against each other, and instead like look around, like think about, okay, this is actually a really good example, right? Think about Facebook and Google and who else is the big player? Twitter. I don't know. The big players up there, right? Like, do you think that they think of themselves as enemies, or they think of themselves as collaborators? Right? Like they work together. Although like they share customers. Yes. But ultimately, if you actually look on how the platforms are set up, they actually do a lot of collaboration. Because it's like, we have a big customer base. Like, why don't we like help you with your customer base and you help us? Like you scratch our back, we'll scratch your back. Right. And so if we're able to take it what the big companies are doing, what the big players are doing, and say, why don't we help each other out? Hey, like if I help Steven and Sarah grow their business, maybe they can help me grow my business. Right? If I can help Autumn grow her business, maybe she can help me grow my business. Right? So think about that. Like the more we help each other out, the more we're able to grow our businesses. Okay, so that's what this is all about. Okay, every market is 100% underserved, like so bad, like it's so bad. And honestly, that's the value that we have, is like this product, the service that we guys are offering, it is so freaking valuable. There's not enough of you to go around. You don't have enough team members. You don't have enough bandwidth for you to be able to serve your market. Okay. So number one, you need to get better. You get better by number one, realizing that you suck. Okay. It's okay. Like you suck. Cool. It took me a long time to realize that I sucked. Okay. But when I realized I sucked, then I could accept it. I was like, okay, now that I know that I suck, I need to get better. Right. Get rid of my ego, push it aside. It still tries to come in. It still tries to play sometimes. Like, okay, it's a battle. It's not like a defeat and then I win. It's like I beat it down, it tries to come back up, and I keep on beating it down. Right. It's a constant battle. And so that's how this game is played, right? It's a constant battle. It's day in, day out, like entrepreneurship. It's a game, right? And it's not about winning or losing, it's just about staying in the game. So off that, back to where we are here. Sorry, let's go. Steven, Sarah, you guys ready? Okay, so last step of this is we're actually going to create a whole separate funnel for this online instant booking form. So now that she clicked the button, because she's got ClickFunnels, she clicked the button, she pops it into her account, and I just shared my funnel with her so she can add funnel to her account. Again, real simple, real easy. So take a second to load. View funnel. Okay, go ahead and click on edit page here. So now that this funnel is in their account, she literally can just click on here and you can see that you literally have this funnel. And so everything in here, you scroll down here, the thing that you'll need to change is you need to change to your testimonials. So just right here. Okay, so that one, that's the first place. The second thing you'll need to change is closer to the bottom, I believe. All the stuff you can keep the same, all that's the same, all that's the same. And then right here, again, switch these out for your customers. You can see right there, those are our testimonials. Logan and Katie are the best. That's what they said, basically. I don't know what they said. I should probably update these as well. And then at the very bottom, you'll change your contact information. Okay. So that's what you need to change. In this funnel specifically, guys. Again, if you're watching this on this training, like keep listening to me, keep listening to me, keep listening. Hey, are you guys still listening? Actually, I know you're listening. Type in the chat if you're listening, because this part is really important. This part is going to make you very frustrated if you don't listen to me. So let me know in the chat if you guys are still listening. This part is really, really important. Okay. So this funnel specifically, this is not a ClickFunnels thing. This is this funnel thing. This is a funnel that I bought this funnel and then I created and made it my own. And the way this set up is actually it came as a desktop funnel and a mobile funnel, which means that, let me actually just show you what this means. So I want you to go back to the top, Sarah. We're at the very, 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 very top. Okay, so I want you to click on book online. Now I want you to edit this for a second. I want you just to change it to something else. So change it to Sarah is awesome, because that is the truth and everyone else needs to hear that. And then you click on the button and they can claim their Sarah is awesome voucher right now. Yep, go ahead and click save. Cool. So if you click on preview, for example, you'll notice here that it says that Sarah is awesome. Okay, cool. Now go back into ClickFunnels. So we're back to editing the funnel. Go over to that little icon that shows your mobile funnel. Notice here that doesn't say Sarah is awesome. That's sad, because Sarah is awesome. Okay. But what is not awesome is that this funnel actually is a two-sided, I call it a two-faced funnel, which means that what you change on the desktop side, you have to change on the mobile side. Okay, it's only this funnel. It is not a ClickFunnels thing. And like all ClickFunnels, like it actually updates both sides. This is just this funnel. I bought it when I first started this this company, and then I made it my own. And this was, I guess, the issue I did not realize at the time. So anyway, when you edit this, which we're going to edit here in 1 second, you must edit both the mobile and the desktop side. My recommendation is to do all the mobile stuff first, or do all the desktop stuff and then do the mobile stuff. But ultimately, you must do both. Okay, so here's what we actually need to do is you click on the open the pop-up. Excuse me. Yes, set action. You know what I was saying. Thank you. Set action. And we're going to go to website URL. And then you're going to go back to ZenMaid, and we're actually going to grab that link from ZenMaid. Now again, we're pushing them to our online booking form here. Yep. Go ahead and grab that. Copy it. So you'll see where, actually go back for 1 second. This is worth showing. Where it shows you you can install it on a website and Facebook. Like there is a way to actually do it that way. I don't recommend it. I've tried it. It's kind of wonky. It's really funky. Like this way I found to be the easiest way that it actually looks really good. And so you just like literally grab that link and then go ahead and click on this. Yep. And then you'll scroll down and you'll update this on every single one of your call to actions. You need to update this. So it pushes them to your online booking form. Okay. So see, I missed that. Claim my free pinning voucher. That needs to be updated to claim my free $50 voucher. So that's something that I missed. So I should go back up for a second. Click on. So I'll update this funnel so that way everybody else gets this right. Yep. So click on that and change that to yes, claim my or yes, book online and claim my free $50 voucher. Yeah, claim my $50 voucher, not free. Get rid of free. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep. Scroll down. Should we got all of our. Yeah, we got one more. Last chance, guys. Last chance. So funny. Humans are so funny. It's funny because everyone looks at this funnel and like marketing, like I never fall for that. But I promise you, if you actually look back at your life, like you fall for all this stuff. Like you fall for it because you're a human. Okay. And like we like this. This is like we're humans. Okay. Now go back over to desktop and do the same thing. Yeah. It's funny because I guarantee there's somebody on here who's like, I wouldn't fall for this. I promise you. Like you're in this funnel right now. Like you fell for something because you're on this training. Like the same funnel that you're doing, like you got into it by using something to this degree. Like we are humans. Like we respond to marketing. Cool. Yeah. So once all these things are done, we'll actually the final step of this. We'll test this. We'll test this to see if it works, and we'll see if everything pops in the right places. But this is the final leg of how to actually create an online instant booking funnel. And then at this point, they act just like a normal lead does once they come into your funnel because they get the text, and your job is just to get them on a phone call, confirm their information, and that's it. Just another lead source, another way to get in people who are ready, like they're the book now people. Again, they're a small percentage of people, but they're also they're a valuable client. Like these people are less price sensitive and they're more just like their speed, they're value based. And these are actually our ideal customers. These are our best customers. There's no haggling on price. They're really good. Okay, click save. Amazing. Okay, so to recap, we built our booking funnel inside ZenMaid. Then we create all the automations through Zapier. Then we put our ZenMaid online instant booking form onto our landing page, which is inside ClickFunnels. So now let's actually test this. Let's test this like we're an actual client. So will you go to your ClickFunnels page? No, that's fine. Yeah. Review is great. Okay, so now we landed on login cleaning. You'll notice that there's no logo anywhere, and that's intentional. Again, like this is not about you, this is about them. Like this is like our focus is not about us. We're trying to get them to say claim your voucher, right? And this should actually say book online, right? I believe. We not change that back.
We did on mobile, but we did not on desktop.
Yeah, see, there we go. So change that to book online. And this is why we test it, guys. Again, you always should be testing. You're gonna make mistakes. Like it's not about if you make mistakes, it's like how many mistakes did you make? Okay. Like I've literally built. I could show you my ClickFunnels. I've had ClickFunnels since 2016. I have built so many funnels, and I make so many mistakes. Like even like the amount of work I put into getting ready for this training was kind of funny. I was like, I should know this, but I don't. Like I don't. Like I make mistakes all the time. Okay. So if you guys feel like you're a bonehead, you guys feel like you're not technologically advanced, and that you make a lot of mistakes, good for you. So do I. Okay, we all did. Okay, so now we're actually going to test this. So go ahead and click book online. So now someone pops on their page. Now like, I want to book online. Okay, cool. They're going to type in their stuff. You know what? I think I'm looking for residential. That's what I want. Cool. And I have a 2-bedroom. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this. I have a 2-bedroom. I got a 3-bedroom. I got a three. Oh, I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Okay, it's not changing the price. Okay, that's weird. That's okay. My home is about 1,350, about 1,400 square feet. I'll round up because I'm feeling braggadocious. 1,400. Okay, no, that's expensive. 1,350 actually. Yeah, let's say 1,300. Maybe it's 1,250. Okay, 1,200 is okay, cool. Right. So my name is Logan. My email is logan@lkmsolutions LLC. Sorry, LLC after that. .com. Perfect. Cool. My phone number is 406 539 4045. It's actually not my phone number. It's my wife's phone number. And my address is 4725 East Halifax. And then Mesa, AZ 85205. And you know what? What is today? I want a booking tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. First available. And you dang right, I want that discount. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now I'm gonna click book now because I really want this done ASAP. Okay, I can actually go to call. Yeah. So if you want to, actually, how you can change this, you can change this, look at a call to confirm your cleaning, right? And again, whether they do it or not is irrelevant because here in a second, I'm going to get a text and you're going to talk to them anyway. So that's great. So now you guys see it from the client standpoint, right? So go into your Google lead sheet for a second. Now, Sarah, let's check to see. Actually, go into ZenMaid for a second. Let's just confirm it's in ZenMaid. Go to bookings. So it doesn't pop it up as a lead right there. So now I'm in there. Okay, cool. So now go to your lead sheet as well. Scroll down here. Ah, look at me. There I am. I'm on your lead sheet. Okay. And then it's going to take 5 minutes, but it's going to send us a text. So if you actually go to Zapier, though, you actually can test this. You can test how this is actually all going through. So go to history. Click on history. Over there to the right. Yeah. And so go ahead and click on that. So you can see that we have it's working. It says it's delayed. Why is it delayed? Success, success. Keep scrolling down. So it's waiting. So we're waiting. So at what time is it? 19 and 13, 19. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what format that's in. So anyway, it's going to send me a text here. It's actually going to send my wife a text here in probably 3 minutes. And so once it does that, actually we'll go into just call, and we'll see what your guys is in. But it also sends our office managers, right? So if you go to your pending, go back into ZenMaid for a second, and then go to your cleaners. So at this point, I don't know if you guys have any other cleaners set up right now. So Sarah, check your email, see if it sent you an email that you got a new instant booking to that info@ Logan Cleaning Services. Yep, cool. So you got an email, and then go and click on you for a second as an owner. It sends you this. Oh, you don't have a phone number in there. So if you had a phone number in there, so if you guys want us to get a text, so if you want a text to go to your office managers, person who's going to handle the leads, or if you want to go to your phone line, one of those things, and you put a phone number in here, and it actually will automatically send them a text, right? So that way your team is notified. Okay. So again, this is all important because me as the client, I just booked for tomorrow. So I'm expecting tomorrow. So you guys got to be quick and fast. This is the only hesitation I had to sharing this fun with you guys was that right there, is that I don't want this to be a hassle on your business. I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed by this, but you also understand that like the person who's going to book online, the thing they value is speed. So if you do not give them speed in return, they will not do business with you. Okay. So if there's one con to this whole funnel is that you must be fast. And so that's why the automations are very, very important. It's because it allows you to automate a lot of the speed, but ultimately you still need to have somebody there who can be on a phone call with them. You still got to be able to have somebody there who can confirm all the information to say that, hey, this time, this date, this will work. Let's hop on a quick phone call. Okay. That is still important. Right. And so that's why this builds into having a $1 million cleaning business of like having a salesperson, having a customer support person, having other cleaners, because if you, as the cleaning business owner, you're trying to do everything yourself, like you can't do cool shit like this. Full transparency. You can't do cool shit because you're too busy cleaning. You're still like you're too busy still taking sales calls, right? You're too busy trying to think that you have to do everything yourself. Like there is a time for that. That is something you need to do. You need to build that asset of that position so you can hand off to somebody else so they can do it better. That doesn't need to be you in your business forever. Okay. So go to Just Call and see if it actually sent that text. Cool. And so while they're doing that, guys, again, like all we're doing at this point is we're just confirming that everything worked, right? We're just testing things, and we're just we're just confirming everything working. And so that's it. Like you guys saw what it is now, and it's simple, but also like it takes work. That's it. And how long did it take us? It took us an hour and a half to do it. Dang, that was a long training. So, but Sarah and Steven did amazing. They were actually really fast on this. So give them some love, guys, for actually being willing to be the guinea pigs on this and being able to like share with you guys their system, their processes, like showing their Just Call, showing their ClickFunnels, showing their Zenmate account. Like they're literally opening up the book for you guys. So give them some love. And dun, dun, dun. Hey, look at that. So now again, I sent this to my wife, so my wife will get this. Maybe she'll text back. But you'll see here that this message automatically got sent to out. And then at that point, they'll respond back. And you're back again. At this point, you're just trying to get them on a phone call to confirm their instant booking. That's it. Is that cool? Did you guys get any value from that? Yeah. Okay, let me see the chat. What's going on here? Okay, so we still have about 20 people in here. I don't know how we had at the peak here, but I know that was tactical, and I know that was like to the point. So 2 things. Number 1, please give Sarah and Steven some love in the comments. Please. Like the only reason that this happened is because of them. Like for real. So I'm not going to move on until I see some love from them. Yeah. And their dog too. Give the dog some love too. Yeah. Cool. Thank you guys. For real. Thank you. Thank you guys for being implementers and executors and also being willing to share this with everybody. So cool.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and so for you guys who are who want the reporting, again, it's going to be in the masterclass membership area. So if somebody can drop the link to the masterclass in there as well. So a lot of you guys should already have accounts. If you don't, go create your free account. It's 100% free. It'll be under the bonus trainings. It'll be underneath there. And that's where you can find the reporting to this. Yeah. And then at this point, I'll stay on for probably another, I don't know. I got a gym day with my oldest daughter here in about 20 minutes. So probably about 20 minutes before we got to head to the gym. So I'll go back through and try to find some questions, but hopefully you guys got enough out of it right now so that you guys actually can go like mimic this process, go model it and go make it better. Like, please go make it better. And that way, and then when you make it better, come back and share it with the group. And for everybody who's in here, who's part of the group, Thank you so much. If you're not part of the Facebook group, again, once you get into the masterclass, there'll be a link to get into the Facebook group. Like the only way you get into the Facebook group is through the masterclass. Like that's why the group is staying small, but that's why the group is actually really good, is because people are asking really good questions. They're not basic questions, because all the basic questions are getting answered inside the training. And so there's actually really good questions in here. And we're going to keep it that way. Like the group is only for people who are part of the masterclass. That's it. So get into the masterclass if you want to get into the Facebook group as well. Outside of that, that's it, guys. That's it. So Stephen, Sarah, you guys are more than welcome to hop off. You guys want to stay on, totally cool. I
I
appreciate you
did want to
guys.
share something real quick, sorry,
No,
that we
please.
did for the lead sheet. Just for like the Facebook ad funnel, I know that this now like will text you and email you automatically if you're saying they want speed, but something that we did was we connected our Slack to it and connect it with Zap. So we just get a notification every time we get a new lead on the lead sheet. And it's just been nice to see the notifications, pop up and super quick, and we can respond much faster that way. If we did miss it on Just Call or something like that, we have it in multiple spots.
That's amazing. Will you guys actually do me a favor? Will you guys actually just make either a post, a screen recording, something, and just sharing what you guys did, again, just to give other people ideas? Because again, like,
Sure. Yeah.
it just makes it better. That's all.
Thank you.
So something I don't think of, like, amazing. Appreciate you guys. Okay, thank you, Jessica, for dropping the masterclass link in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to answer a couple questions for, again, about 20 minutes. Again, you guys feel free to go, anybody. You don't have to, like, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you have a business to run, you guys have other things to do. Like, please go do your thing. I just know I saw a couple questions that I want to address outside of that. I'm going to go looking for some questions here. All right. Okay, Mike asks, is there a different thank you page for the online booking funnel versus free client voucher? We talked about that a little bit there. I do have a different page, but I just realized that you could actually use you could use a similar one, but I definitely do have a different page for that. Can this be used as a booking quote rather than a cleaning quote? I tend to get good quote before the first cleaning. I think the whole point of this is that you are trying to get them to commit as much as possible. So again, at this point, you need to, especially relying on your systems of saying, how much do you charge per square foot? That's basically like, what's your most expensive clean? Charge by the square foot. And then if the person books, amazing. Right. And then at that point, you're still going to call them, you're going to talk to them, you can confirm everything. And so the price is there. And again, like when you guys walked me, when I was going through the funnel, again, like I did that because that's how people actually do things. It's like, oh, my home is 1,400 square feet, but then they see the prices moving down is less. So they're like, oh, my home is actually smaller. Right. Again, like we're humans. So just instead of saying you should be, oh, let's be like, that's how people are. So get on the phone call, like, hey, I see that you said your home is 1,500 square feet. Just want to confirm that's correct. Well, I think it is. Okay, cool. Right. And then like, I actually think it's a little bit bigger. Okay. And so the price might need to be adjusted. Just so you guys know, like that price that's in there, it is not hard. It's just basically get them to commit to something and saying, okay, I thought $370 makes sense. But after you talk to them, if you realize that it needs to go up, like, hey, based on our conversation, I think that price needs to go up to about probably 470, but then after your discount, about 420. Does that still seem fair? Like, okay, yes, that still seems fair. Okay, cool. Right. So again, it doesn't eliminate you talking about money. Don't be afraid of money. Like confront the money. Talk about the money. Okay. So next question here. Should we encourage a mobile number here? 1,000%. You could even, again, yes. What is your best, or you can put in cell phone number. What is your best home phone? Don't say home phone, cell phone number, something like that. Recording, yes, again, the recording will be inside the master class. If you guys are not part of the master class, there's a couple links inside the chat. There'll be recording. Yes, people want the recording in the master class. Cool. So much value. Google gets the online booking funnel and Facebook gets, that's exactly right, Mike. That's exactly right. Abundance mindset, yes. The cost of ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels has two versions. Their baseline version is $97 a month. They have a more expensive version for $297 a month. I've done both. Right now, I actually only have the $97 a month version, and so you guys don't need more than $97 a month. And again, you guys see it as a funnel, but I see it as a website. So like that funnel that you guys saw right there, that's actually my homepage. Okay, so when people go to they go to wilsonfivestarcleaning.com, they go to that right there. Like that is our homepage. Okay, and so I don't pay for a website. That's it, right? And the reason why that's super important is because you can spend a lot of money on websites. You can pay for hosting every single month, or you can just use ClickFunnels. And I've done it both ways. I've spent thousands of dollars on really expensive websites that got me no prospects, no leads, no money, right? And so my recommendation is that you don't need a website. You just need a really good landing page. And if you use Google and you pay Google for local services, which everyone should be doing, and if you, I shouldn't say should, right? I recommend using Google services as a way to pay for SEO rather than going to pay a third-party company who promises you to get on Google when you can just pay Google and they'll put you at the top. You choose, right? Yeah. So to answer the question about ClickFunnels, it's $97 a month. It's the best investment. It's like one of the last things I would ever get rid of because it just makes me so much more money than $97. Okay. And you just saw right there, like how easy it is to share things between back and forth, how you edit. You don't need a website editor. You don't need a whole additional website. So that's my recommendation. If you want to save money, use ClickFunnels, give it your website. And the 150 Chaz is referencing to, he's referencing ClickFunnels 2.0. I don't recommend ClickFunnels 2.0 actually at the moment. They just don't have enough functionality. 1.0 does what you need to do. Cool. All right, where's my? Yeah, spam kitty now. Yeah, students are awesome. Does the booking availability shut down after a certain amount of clients choose the same day? No. So Chaz, them booking a time frame again is more for them just to commit to a time rather than just committing to that time. So you'll see on there that they're committing, like for instance, I committed to tomorrow, like first available time, right? So as you get on a phone call with them, you say, hey, I see that you committed to this time, and based on whether you have that time available or not is going to basically how you direct that conversation. So I see that you directed tomorrow. Unfortunately, we actually had something just booked right before you, but we do have an afternoon time slot, or we do have a time slot on Thursday. Like, which do you prefer? Okay, like something like that. Or if the time works for you, it's like great. Okay, so I see that you booked tomorrow at first available. The first available time slot we have is at 3 p.m. Like, does that time work for you? Okay, cool. Yes, awesome. And so now I want to confirm all your information. So you said that your home is 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's 1,400 square feet. Is that correct? Okay. Well, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, cool. Right. And then you ask the questions, and then again, if you need to adjust the price, you adjust the price. Cool. Yeah. So as far as volume goes, I mean, right now we're starting this online booking form. It takes time to get going. Again, it is not something that you're going to depend on to get leads. Like if you're dependent on this funnel for you to like build your cleaning business, don't. It's not going to. It's going to be an ancillary thing. It's going to be a nice to have. It's going to bring in some bookings here and there. It's going to be very inconsistent. Okay. But the bookings you do get are going to be awesome. They're literally just bonus. Like think of them literally as the icing on the cake. They're just the cherries on top. Okay. So as far as how many clients that we had personally, I think the most we have had like in a week, I believe it's like 5 or 6. Sort of like average. We're getting close to getting one every single day ish, and it started to pick up more recently. Again, because we're also pushing a lot of traffic to Google, off of Google, and they're coming to our homepage. There's also one other trick that I'll show you guys for everybody who stays on here till the very, very end. I'll give you one trick that people who left early won't see until they get on the training that I found to be like such a, it's really, really good. Okay, I'll leave it at that. But, and if I forget, don't forget to show you how I'm using this online booking funnel in a way that just clearly separates you from your competition. But to answer your question, Chaz, don't worry about it. From the standpoint of like they're just doing it to commit to a time, and your job is to get on the phone call with them and actually like move them around, make them fit your schedule. Okay. Pipeline Pro. I think a few people on here use Pipeline Pro, but again, there's limitations to Pipeline Pro. There's limitations to everything. I'm just showing you what I have because again, like ultimately, I'm trying to make this as easy for me as possible. Full transparency. Like you guys aren't paying me, so I'm not going to go like create a whole bunch of stuff for system processes that I don't use in my own business. The reason that I can share this with you because I actually use it in my business. It makes me money. Like plain and simple. I don't use Pipeline Pro. I know some people do though. So, but Jobber, I'm sure it can be integrated into it. Something very similar as well. If you're charging 35 cents square foot, 21 square foot, is that $700? Yes, that's a deep clean, Renee. Yes, that would be about right. Again, I'm putting on there my most expensive clean. So I want to anchor them with a higher price, and then if I get on the phone call with them and I can bring the quote down, bonus. But think about this, like how hard is it for you if someone comes to a phone call and they're expecting a $400 clean and then you have to upsell them to a $700 clean? A little bit tougher. But if they come in and they expecting a $700 clean and then you all of a sudden you tell them it's only going to be $500, like, oh, thank you, you're amazing, right? So, okay. Is your main funnel the book online funnel and the free cleaning? Exactly. Yes. So if you guys actually just Google Bozeman 5-star cleaning, you'll see that this funnel right here is my main funnel. Okay. And if you go to my Facebook page, you go to Bozeman 5-star cleaning, my Facebook page, you'll see my Facebook page, you'll see my Facebook funnel. So they're different funnels at different offers. But yes, it is. And I'll show you this. So I'll show you two things. I actually shared this in the SEO video that I posted inside the training. So there's a bonus video on SEO training, but so we type in Bozeman cleaning services. Sorry, let me do incognito so I don't, my stuff doesn't pop up. So this is me, Bozeman cleaning services. Okay, so this is me, like as I'm acting as a prospect. Can you guys see my screen? Actually, can you guys see that my Google right now? Okay, cool. So I just typed in Bozeman cleaning services, and you'll see at the top. Look who's at the top. Who's this? That's your boy. It's your boy up there. And then we have these guys. Hopefully they're watching my training, and so that they're, because when I first did this, I was the only one who was on here, right? Now people are doing this, so hopefully they're watching my training. Please, like, please. And my market is smaller than probably all your guys's. Like I have 50,000 people in my market. Okay. Okay, look at this. Look who's at the top here. Bozeman 5-star cleaning. Amazing. Right? How cool is that? You got more services. I'm still at the top here. And then I'm still here. Okay. You know why? Because I pay to be there. Just like, why do you guys pay for Google local services? This is what it is. Okay. Now, here's what I want to show you. Once we get past all this stuff, right? If someone were to make it past here, then the first website they're going to see are these guys. Okay. But if we keep scrolling, oh, no, there's us again. Keep scrolling. Man. There's us again. Oh, there we are. There's our website. There's our quote unquote website. This is SEO. Okay. So ClickFunnels is not a website. It's not optimized for SEO. And so you can see here, like, look how far we are down SEO. Okay. So I could spend a lot of money and time. I guess go buy a website and try to get this all the way up to here. Or I could just continue to give Google money instead of giving a third-party company money, and I'll be at the very, very top. That's my decision-making filter. Okay. And like, if you think about like how you guys buy things, like when I type in, for instance, like I love getting frozen yogurt, I love going to restaurants. So like I go to here first and I look at the reviews. I'm like, oh, this is literally the very first thing I would click on. 100%. I would click here. I would look at the reviews. Like I put myself in a customer situation. How would I do this? I look at the reviews, right? I look at how recent they are. Okay, I see 4 months. That's cool, but I should look at this. This is how I do things. Okay. Daylin cleaned our home. I used to start cleaning on it for the past few years. They did a great job. Excellent communication. Daylin's crushing it. She's a brand new employee of ours. She's doing really good. Very picky. Cool. Okay, but I actually want to see some negative reviews as well. So again, this is me as a consumer. I don't know why they're asking for a review. I've never used their service and I've tried. They were booked every day for the next years. Oh. Okay, cool. I totally get your confusion. The emails. Okay, yeah. So I responded to it. Amazing, they're responsive. So we only have one really bad review, right? And this is actually like, to me, I love this review. I love this because it's a bad review. But again, for me as a buyer, like I want there to be a negative review because I know that humans are humans. Like too many good reviews makes me think that they're not a real business. Like these are all fake reviews. But this one makes me know that they're actually a real business, right? And so we responded to it, and that's it. Cool. So that's my decision of why I don't pay for a website. I will never pay for a website because I can be at the top and I can just pay Google instead. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Make sense? Oops, where's my share? I lost my. Okay, cool. So I'm going to open back up the chat here. See if there's any other questions that popped in here. Do you have automation that direct clients to leave you a review on both Facebook and Google? No. So what we do is we after a client's clean, our number one goal is always to rebook them as a recurring clean. Okay, it's always number one. So we always say, hey, how'd the clean go? Actually, we've actually updated this. It says, hey, tell me, it doesn't look exactly what it says now. Basically, it's like, what was great about your clean? Something along those lines. I don't know exactly what it says, but basically it says, tell me an awesome thing that happened during your clean. And they say, oh, this was awesome, right? And it also gives an opportunity to say, you know, this was awesome, but also, you know, this was missing. Okay, cool. We got feedback. And then after that, it's like, okay, cool. Let's get on the phone call. Let's talk about, you know, recurring cleaning services. And we either get on phone call with them. Sometimes we can do it via text, but again, our SOP is to get on a phone call with them. Sometimes the client's like, hey, like, I want to do this. I want to do it every 2 weeks. I know the price. Let's just do it. But my SOPs for my team is to get on phone call because again, it just shows we're able to communicate better. It shows that we're more invested in the relationship, and the more invested we can be, then the more invested they have the opportunity to be as well. Okay. And then we get them rebooked. And then at that point, once we get rebooked, then we have a message that says, hey, and I can actually find the message and I can put it into the training, but basically asks them to, if they feel obligated, not obligated, but if they're interested, like we can actually send them a link to write a Google review if they feel inspired to, they feel called to do it. And then once they give us the green light, they say, yes, I would love to write a review. Then we send the link. Yeah. Again, sequence is important. We don't just send a link and say, well, will you write us a review? We ask them, we say, hey, would you be willing, based on your feedback you've given us so far, would you be willing to write us a review? And then once they say yes, then we send them a link. Okay. It might seem small, but getting in, like spamming out your link to people is a surefire way for them to like not want to write your review. Now, some people still will, don't get me wrong, but if you want to feel good about it, ask them for permission first. And once you get the okay, then send the link. Cool. Yeah, Jessica, you probably have seen that text. I can't remember what it says, but okay. So that's how we ask for reviews. And then the last thing I'm going to show you guys before I go hit the gym with my 13-year-old is how to actually use this online instant booking funnel. This is actually my favorite way to use this instant booking funnel. Okay. This happened on accident. This was something that wasn't planned. It just happened. So I'm not sure you guys, and you guys probably have like your Facebook groups in your guys' town, right? And so inside these Facebook groups, people are always asking about cleaning. So like, hey, like looking for a cleaning. And so some of these Facebook groups, we even have a page in our town. Oh, look at this, house cleaning bi-monthly, Valley West, thanks, right? Look at this. Oh, I already did this. This is cool. Katie Manzanares, Katie Desper, Blows and 5-star cleaning. You can book online. Boom. So when somebody clicks here, they can click on this link. Guess what they can do? They can book online. Like, do you think this guy needs to be sold? Like, he's looking for house cleaning bi-monthly. Like, how cool is that? Watch this. Recommendation: Sunshine and Pine. They're the best. Fashion-free cleaning. Tawny, all season. So these are people who are recommending, which is totally great. That's totally fine. Right? Jill's, affordable, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Here's somebody who did their own thing, like Clean and Pristine Montana would love to help. We're licensed and insured. We have lots of reviews on our page. This is who we're competing against. It's so easy. It's so easy. Like, if I'm a consumer and I'm going through here, am I at least going to click on this? Like, how many guys think that? How many guys would at least give Bose and 5-star cleaning? Like, you'd at least go to our website. You would at least look into us. At least. I'm not saying 5. Like, I don't know. But at least you're going to click on us. I promise you. Right? Fresh and free cleaning. I ain't clicking on them because sure link didn't work. Right? I actually know Tawny. She was actually a client of mine at my gym for a long time, which is ironic. It's actually funny seeing a lot of these names in here. A lot of these clients, a lot of these people who started Think Companies were clients of mine at my gym, which is awesome. So hopefully I inspired them to start a Think Company. Another client at my gym. It's awesome. Another client at my gym. Okay. Anyway, so anyway, the whole point is that you have something, you have a unique offer that you can give to somebody that nobody else is doing. And this is just one, like, there's so many posts I could go through here. Again, I think I probably did this on most of these. I don't even know. Sometimes I miss them. It's not something that there it is. There's another one, right? So there, they give their website. So cool, right? There's another one here. So this is a Facebook group. We have a website called Secret Bozeman. Again, like you guys have to find these type of groups you have. This is like actually a page. And so this page, it's like anonymous posts of somebody will go here and looking for a small local clean business, clean one bathroom, one bedroom apartment for move out inspection. Thank you. So again, same thing. You can click on this, look online. I have availability, so I'm just getting started with my business, feel fresh, or there it is. Feel free to message me. So again, like in order for me as the consumer, I would have to go message her. I'd have to like do a lot of stuff for all these people. I'd have to go do things. I made it convenient. They don't have to do anything. All they got to do is put in their information. They don't have to talk to a human. Nobody else is doing this. So is there anyone from Bozeman who's watching this training right now? Like, go do this. Please go give the consumer, go give the prospect an easier time to buy your service. That's it. Oh, look at that. We even got, thank you, Angel. That's some love. Cool. So that was the last thing I want to show you guys. Again, how you can actually use this online instant booking funnel in another unique way. You can span your link out in Facebook groups, and it actually becomes more valuable than everybody else who just says me, check my reviews, yada yada yada, all the garbage. Like nobody cares. What they care is like how easy is it for me to do business with you, and can we solve my problem? Know your customer. Cool. All right, guys. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And Autumn, I see you've been on here for the whole time. Lucas, you guys been on here the whole time. Mike, you guys been on here the whole time. Like, just appreciate you guys being on here. I know there's other people who have been too. You guys are just the ones who are in my face right now. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support. And again, if you guys get value from it, yeah, share with other people. Get other people into the master class, and then of course get them into the group. And again, the more problems you guys have, the more problems that we can do trainings like this that we can solve them. And again, like we're all doing this together. Our cleaning business this month is on track to hit that $1 million a month run rate, which is a goal we started with December of 2020. So it's been 2.5 years, and we're finally maybe almost getting close, maybe there. I don't know. We'll see, right? Like who knows? But that's what this all about, right? Like I'm leading from the front. I'm bringing you guys with me. For those of you who want to come on this ride, but it's not gonna be easy, right? It's definitely not easy. But I'm telling you what, it's worth it, right? It's much easier to stay small and do everything yourself. But you're missing out on freedom, the freedom to actually create real financial independence, real-time freedom, real geographical freedom, and real freedom to give to people around you, whether that be your employees, whether it be your families. And that the only way you do that is when you scale something, okay? And you scale yourself out of it. But first off, you must learn the skill yourself and then share it. I appreciate you guys all for being on here. Happy Tuesday. If you guys got value, please let me know in whatever way that you love to show value. But I'll make this training recording inside the masterclass as soon as possible. But thank you guys so much. Bye, guys.